under a microscope. What a beautiful how it is managed. So the circulation of the water is properly done and is going from one end to another. When the exposure to sun is in such a way that the suction of water goes on, it is such a fast one that in 1 minute the water can reach 60 meters. This can be done by any suction power and it can be done by this. They might say yes. The reason is there is a hormone which works this way. That all right. But who has put the hormone there? Who controls the heights of different plants? For example, a rose cannot grow like why not? A seed of mango give you coconut by chance. Why? How? Why there is gravity in the earth? There is no question science has answered. What they have done now, there's a all right, take out the part. See what? According to them to the science, yes, this house is here, this is here, this is divided, like this it can be like this water. But how this house was built, when was it built, who built it, what's the purpose? These things are not itself is very natural. And it was unnecessary according to me. Going to science at all, there was no need at all. You tell me one thing that was important. Somebody told me the other day we've got aeroplanes. We had aeroplanes in India at the time. Some more as you have. So there is a God, there's an Indian God. Vishnu. Systematic. Vishnu. Our country on a contour. That's why our Indian studies. So what they say to this? That is Babu. There are many factors. How did they come? You also know in Africa they came to know about the star. Not before all your sciences. How did they come? From where did they get the star? You can know each and everything about all these things by going to a Sukraman. I told about Big Bang, I never knew about Big Bang. About 1970, I told them about openly, I didn't know there was a Big Bang theory about it. I told the whole universe was moving in a spiral. The other day they said I discovered it. It's in my book. Everything that you want to know, you can know through Sutra consciousness. Everything you can. But what happens when you are not absolutely free and absolutely developed? And if you go to this area, what happens? One of these devils can sit on you and can give you ideas. And that's how, when the people in Colombia used to take something like LSD, they got this idea and they could go into supraconscious and see difference. This is all supraconscious knowledge you can get more about the hell now. What is the hell and what is in the subconscious area and what are the devils. You can know by going to that. Yesterday, I had an engineer from India, and the other fellow was saying that he had to get into double bodies and his body goes out and saying that I can see the bones and everything as to get is moving around and I have some bones and I was explaining everything. I said, what I told you about books, he was telling that that's more about. See that knowledge. You don't have to go to science for that. One whole word, science cannot tell you anything about books, it cannot tell you about supraconscious. Otherwise, it would have protected you. It cannot. By science, you are not. You are moving from. You have created atomic bomb. I mean, nothing else to be created by human beings but atomic bomb. But that, how do I feel about the intelligence and the wisdom of human beings? Has saved you in the fear of science. Atomic bomb that you have produced has produced. Now, it's still starting this. There are only certain students. So the fear of science has brought this. But you know, Scientists, like science has done like this because of science is we accept. But with science, what would you have done? How to plan for the scientists? I think so. You can say that by science, we realize that there are many things we can accept. One thing in the body, you can say that anything foreign that goes in the body is foreign. But when there is a weakness, it is neither thrown away nor it is destroyed. On the contrary, it is looked after, nurtured, and thrown away at a time when it is absolutely ready to come up with this. Who does this job? Who controls your different minds? The neurochemicals are very scientific in doing this. There are two chemicals known as acetylcholine and alcohol. They govern so many chemicals in the human body because they may augment, constrict, or they may relax. How can it be? Supposing it is a chemical, it has to act additive. Either it will augment or it will release. But some places they augment and some places they release. So what is the solution for this? This is a mode of action of these chemicals in the human bodies cannot explain. But we can explain that there are those who are being disturbed. You come so far that these are the hurts. There are many so many arguments that you cannot explain how this will happen, how it works out. You take a little eye and you tell them to consult one like this. So you tell them these are the problems, the science. They cannot be the very strong to guide. You do not know. It will be something like the lines which are going in the very forest to guide hundreds of lives down from there. And when you first over here, right? How can you see? Can you graduate for it? Maybe thinking very well. But first, know you have a good book. Still, who are still very awareness of. And still have them to mistakes. When are they going to come down? Only through your channels I can hear that. Because as far as I'm concerned, I'm absolutely useless for anyone. Only through your channels I can work with that. It's like a tin opener. We don't have a tin opener. You may be curious, you cannot open it. It's something like that, Alex, that you all are like tin openers for me. It's important that I have to have you very handy to work it out. You can do it. I cannot. Moreover, my mood is so horrible. That it is bad. It's only you stick me to those people. It's bad. The movies are another thing. They are such proud ones that they just can't bear it. They're over all the things and other. Those are the people who can bear and can witness. Understand? Because they are your brethren. Everything you are born realized should have been destiny. Because born realized has the cynicism in that. Oh. Yes. That is a bad attitude. It's taking sometimes. That's why those are sometimes gossip. More confident. I'm not found that so boring that you better going down to the tip. But I would say that is just comedy naturally because if you are born like that, the other people crazy and mad, and you are called crazy. That is you don't get a kind of cynicism about it. But absolutely concern all those who are not. You can do that. I can do that. Nothing. The truth is that simple, order, simple. You can know. I know that what to horrible rules and that all kinds of things are absolutely wrong and selfish. Oh, this is your own time. You can try to say, and the word they are about that is because you got this story. It is more than greatest over the now so far. All the realized souls. And that's why higher types, only big higher types could have that come out of that's like and some of the realized souls might not have a big high quality. They sit down with a big rod. Anybody confident place? That's all. That's the only thing they can do. They just park there. They say we don't want her. But you are different. That's why a special race is. That you are a special race. Feel it. Is it realized? Feel it. Oneness. You that oneness. It's like one sun. Two threads are got up. All the threads are got up. You look the rest of it. It's one part. The whole thing has to be got up. How many sugars there are in the country? Have you any statistics? All of them are to be done. That's it. If you have any problems, let's. If you want to know anything, you have to tell me. Anything. Everything I will tell you. But don't waste your energies on something that won't be needed for you. That you understand. I would not answer the questions in general. Because tomorrow we will see these problems. We will not know how to be outwards. So, but, so thank you for it. So, thank you also for how to think about the self-explaining how I do it. Get all of that scientific, scientific, scientific proof. Doesn't like that. This is it. Then you know the benefit. I do it amongst nothing. It depends on what you want to do. Suppose you want to talk to them, whether that's for one for one. Suppose now they're looking for that. Yeah, this is people here and there they're reaching that point. So the other day I saw one gentleman describing all these antibodies and everything, and here they are over the head one bottle. He said, without these, we can. That's absolutely wrong. But depends on what question they are to give them some. Now, for example, if you have to say equals water, there are 2-3 points. Principles of this effectiveness. First of all, that this earth has cyclical from Shan, say about 200 at the most. And since then, the time that has taken to form a human being, and it is not able to produce a cell according to law. Now let us know what is law of chance. Law of chance is like this. If you have say 50 white 50 red cells in a jar, and if you disorganize them, and after complete disorganization, you try to again organize them, that they become 50 again on top. Why? And the 50 get, it's a particular number. Minimum of so much. Suppose you call it or you can come in number of 6 or 1. All right, let me tell you. That's number of times you have to do. Amoeba is a living, it's an organizer. It's living cellular organism. Even to do that, it will probably it will take much more time than 2%. Even to do that. But to even this human, such a short time, impossible for God to know how it will be good now. When you cannot answer that question, that means there is some juggler with us. Now, there is a juggler who knows how to do that one. One of the very, very strong things it shows that the working of the nature has been so fast that it cannot explain some people how a human being so complicated. Right one. One very important. As far as the future. There are so many other things like the way the earth is moving, the moon is moving, and everything is moving at the pole. And it is kept in such a way that it works. How the whole thing is so clear. Like the moons have to fall during this because the mother earth is to be nourished by the sun. So the moons have to fall down to the earth. Then again, she nourishes them. So the sun has to move on in such a manner that there is a winter. By thinking and variations of this, it is only life can be produced and made. If it was a solid God sitting like a rock and a cool, complete, no movement of any kind, there is no light or way or anything. But the scientists, they think that God is like that. So what I mean, we need to understand that as especially human beings, into everybody. You can ask them, say, a sulfur dioxide one. And if you see it through microscope, you can see the pulsations. And some of the pulsations are isometric, some are symmetric, they are molecule. And then these mesotones and all those, they are arbitrary. How do you explain all these? The 1,001 things one can tell about scientists can explain. Some yoga can explain it by one song. And there are games with it. Now, how do we prove in science? There was a doctor who was a friend. And he was an ardent Muslim. And I told him to take the name of Muhammad. He said, I would not. I can't take the name of Muhammad. I said, Muhammad himself is I name you because you are the good friend. Because Muhammad was born as God. I said, no, I cannot do this. All right, I said, all right, take the name of Tandar. He would not. He would not take the name of Moses. He said, I only know Muhammad. But then he got very much worse. I said, now take the name of. He warned him. He sat down and said, Mother, teach me how to do the job. There was another gentleman who was staunch Hindu. And it was that the first. I told him that he has to take the name of Muhammad. He said, you are finishing my religion. What are you doing? You are blasphemous. All kinds of things. He said, said, whatever. After 1 year, he had moved to appear. And then I told him, we can take the name of Muhammad. I can name someone else. And understand the true nature of all the deities, you can follow. You can agree. Not see that. Only by taking the name of Mataji. How many people? That's interesting. Now, people are getting cured. They are getting all right by saying some name. First time, you don't know. Or do they prefer to die, martyr down, not the name of so yeah, real scientists, they must keep an open mind. Otherwise, they are not scientists at all. See, Avogadro's hypothesis they had, which was good. He proved his laws. The hypothesis always, which is to be proved by laws, it was proved. But then they discarded. We never saw that discarding. minded, they get symptoms. Now, the only difference between science and Sahaja Yoga is that Sahaja Yoga deals with the living, vital force, while science deals with the dead. But scientifically, you can show them the pulsation of the Kundalini at the base. Because they can feel at different levels the pulsation with their when the Kundalini is. They can see the dilatation of the pupil. This is also a controversial problem for them. They don't know whether it is sympathetic or parasympathetic, but it is parasympathetic. Because the children see their eyes are dilated. It is parasympathetic. When their eyes open, then their eyes are dilated. When it closes down, they don't see their eyes. Otherwise, you have few children all the time with the eyes are there. So this is a controversial point with them. They cannot decide still is it parasympathetic or something. But the dilatation of the pupil is so strong, sir. We have a Punjabi doctor, lady doctor. She came to me and I was trying on her and it would not work out. Then I told her, maybe on your way you might get it. And while she was driving, for a while she couldn't see anything, so she took her car and went. And she told me, is it that the pupils are very embarrassed? Because as soon as I came in the hospital, the doctor said, what happened? Pupils are very embarrassed. She went and saw and she can go to yes. And one boy, he had closed his eyes. And when he opened his eyes, he saw everything black and he got a push. He said, I'll be complaining. The second moment, he got it. Now, by using your hands, you can direct the pupil of someone. I mean, it's easy to make people dance and do their clothes and become naked or say some mantras and things like that. This is happening within yourself because you can also show a person has a liver. You can immediately see that the liver point only the Kundalini is going and pulsing. If you see that, immediately you can say this is suffering from liver. Yes, and you need greater support from your hands. You find that the Kundalini finds its way. It goes to the places where it is. So many things you can see with your own eyes and that is not science. You can see the face of person. You make two photographs, one before and especially when you realization and after that, you should have a photograph of your eyes. And you see the difference in a person. Since it is not done, it's so intense. After the thing that no one, and it's not better. Imagine how you come to the person. See it. The people demand that. Now, the completion becomes an and the so advanced. And the feeling into concept. Something surprising sometimes happens. The other day, I had one of these books, the program for research. And there a lady met me, and afterwards, I told her she's a very good singer and this and that. So she said, very Josh, very simple. I said, again, I'm sitting very well. I said, if you don't come and I said, she's not my sister, she's my son. Oh, but you know what I was on? We learned to salute them. You felt it. Then what I did, I started singing myself, same as that song. But after, there was very much adventure on this. So when Shilan, you told me about this song, I was in this pattern. So you better leave it so then coming to normal now. Not a very small and small. Very interesting. Um, Did you listen to the tape I gave about it? Would you follow the Radhikudas? Shanti. That you were asking which are these in between. And I told the nine of us. Half in between tolerances. That was on the other one. But you see, it was done when Anand was shouting from one side, Aradhana was coming from another side. Like that, it never be done. Then this, when you came, we were trying to search it in another tape. It has to be in the top of us now. Because if you have to see it every time, the loneliness we cannot. And it so happens that loneliness is only away from there. But we have to sense that hubbub. So when you can retain it in that hubbub, then we should know that we are definitely something. Otherwise, there's a self standing in the self, in the dry docks. People are repairing it. So it may look very nice and perfectly all right. But once it faces the sea, then only you will know whether it is correct or not. In the case of every one of us has to go back to the same hubbub, and we have to face the same life and the same thing. Find out how far we are in terms of. Are we really there or not? Have we really achieved something or not? Because here nature helps you. You are so much achieved, and you reach a certain result. But with the properties completely built in you, like wherever you are, that's it. You can feel that inside, that silence. So wherever you ready. But this is a very good idea. Come here, pick up yourself and then go and face it. Again, come here, pick up yourself and go and face it. After some time, you will become like this. Don't will come in your company. Okay? They will seek your company for comfort. That's going to happen. Thanks. Listen, go ahead with this. Yeah. Let's tell me what has it stopped and what has happened. And what's going to be, what has it given? What has it done? You take it out forward. They could not understand that. Only, but that is not the understood so much. Correct. Yes. It is to be mastered then. It will take some time for me to master those sounds. Now, what you have to do is to have a paper and type. And in that, I could write all this. That, I didn't do that. I want to write down all the sounds. At least you can use that whenever there is a problem. In case you meet somebody who is telling you this is the mantra I take and this is the mantra I take. Then you can always explain that you see these are the mantras actually. These are the real mantras. Then there could be mantras like other deities who have it. And there could be mantras according to the three big mantras, you call them the three channels. There are different mantras for that. But this is mantra has no meaning. Because when the Buddha doesn't know, one movement gives things sound. So for anybody to have one mantra and sit down and write has no meaning. And why don't you ask your guru why this particular mantra has been given to you? Then that's something. By telling this one clear way that you understand what is given to you. It's not just giving to somebody, Bala come along now, say this. It's not. But they will understand that they will come. It is not just blindly said that, all right, this is a, Alex said that, but this is a simple, come along, you just keep this, and then you know that. It's not like that. You will not only understand that what is the mantra, how it works, where it is created, and what are the things, and what are the problems, and where to use them. All this knowledge, if you give them, see, they will also understand, and so much you know. Otherwise, most of these gurus, I talked to one teacher of one of these things. And I was amazed, I mean, to me, anything else. I said, what do you do? He said, nothing, I just close my eyes and I get some names and I tell the fellow that this is the name of the temple. I said, how do you get it? From where do you get it? Why do you get it? Now, you all know what it is. You know it. It's very and once they put another thing, oh, this is all very nicely managed. You see, it's all secret work going on, and the man who's working it out doesn't know how to do it. So when you talk to people, you can explain in such a way that other person can understand that this man knows actually what is. So little bit you have to master it and understand it, what are the mantras. This is for people who have to deal with other people. Don't want to go into details of everything. But for basic people, you have to just think about it. But the word is that, understand until we talk basic, something sensible. People are not going to be giving us. And so, what are things like this? Why do you use your hands? Why do you do like that? They are going to ask. They are going. It's a human nature, not to accept it. It's certain reality they not. If it is some number, suddenly it sticks to the human being. Also, much faster than that. That's why all real incarnations are only suffered. They never had any support from the public or any. But all false people have such publicity. One of the horrible ones who visited Delhi. And there was no movement in the crowd. I mean, that is how many of them were just trying to see this horrible. And then managed all of them around. And what did they get? What I don't know, but some of the rich people used some diamonds. They lost so many of their diamonds. But that's not what they did. And then you have to talk to them. So clearly. Shocks them. And really shocks them too. Is there something against a guru or someone they did? Not because they are convinced about it. No, not that. But because they are possessed by the guru. So if it's feel like this is wrong, you should not have done it. Only you have to tell them there is no compromise with the truth. I mean, whatever is wrong is wrong. Whatever is correct is correct. You have to say that. But if you tell somebody they get a shock and they don't like it, they just don't want to hear about it. It's shocking. And some people, when they come to themselves, another shock that comes to them, they don't be fine. This also goes against another thing, because if you start picking yourself and not oppressing yourself for it, then you are also not good person. That's the second point of this. So for human psychology, it is necessary that you should be able to talk of it. But when you talk, I can assure you that because now you are all in from that. Then awaken and this has the power. All pervading power. And then by talking to others, you awaken their powers. And when you talk to them also, if you not have them, then you should be the very good in them. Because from electricity, the ideas start coming out. And you just get stuck with that. And then you do not think, but the very positive slowly. But if your electricity is very clear, then you come. So you know that every word will be a mantra. This is granted. It is such a fantastic thing, this Arjuna, that people are not willing to believe in themselves with them. It's tremendous power. If you want to use it, you start it. Just not, you'll be amazed. One of his tried it now. He must be very much stunned in the beginning. I was back then. Isn't it? I was writing. It's very astounding. Right, Miriam? And there are so many experiences we'll be having that we will be amazed at. Because this is something, that is the dynamic force of the whole universe. This is so out for me. It's the Ganesha was. It all for me. This is Christ means somebody who died on the cross. No, it is something wrong. Because it exists in everything, in every particle of this. You can say this building, whatever it is called. In every particle of the whole universe that is living. Not even a particle into one. Only thing is to be available. That is it. And that you can do it because you have that now in your sound, your own sound is now. But as you know, even if you say put light to this, the candle is ready, if it is perfect your one, then it can light it up. But still your candle should be also right. You should be able to do the right position for that candle so that you see the light. All these things are very important. So it is certainly managed by the angels that are come. You have seen you do your awakening. I mean, you just do your mind. Sometimes I've seen some people go mad like this, something like this. In every way that is possible. You do not even know exactly how it should be done, which is the protocol, how to manage it, how to do it, but still it works. The reason is the reason they are doing this. And they put it right. Always, it doesn't matter. They got children, it doesn't matter. They got it. And they are working it out all the time for you. You don't have to bother. You just have to raise your hand. That's all. Because you are on the stage. So they want to show that the children are doing the job. And they just always don't have to do. They are in the background. They are working it out. But you raise your hand. Think about it. That's all is to be done. But if you can falsehood of say, I say you are called as Rugan and this, that, and all that, wear this kind of a dress and all that. Or sort of thing, saying that you are a teacher from tomorrow. All these false sort of circus. Really, that others have. We have to keep away from all falsehood. From the very beginning, we must remember that there is no falsehood about it. Only you raise your hands and let it be right. Whether you are wearing a white dress or a black dress or a yellow dress makes no difference. Whether you are standing this way or that way doesn't matter. Whether you are sitting this way or that way doesn't matter. Because you are so different. Everything is excuse you. You just do it and then you laugh and you forget. There is no ritual about it. Nothing. What is the ritual for ritual? You get them on the stool. Thinking you have the ones planned the drama. It's for the dance time. Very small children, say from 3 years to 50. And they were supposed to do this dance drama. The subject was unity and diversity. All Indians, you see, all kinds of Indian dresses they were wearing, and from the north to the south, all kinds. They came on the stage. They speak to all of them, managing among themselves very well. And they got such beautiful harmony, such beautiful words. That even if you are trained about it for a year or so to some very developed people, never happen. The video is one of the points of the people that are so now and on. They said, arranging about that so beautifully done. Our band Mr. that time, my Bible pastor was there. And he was so much in my mind. He said, I've never seen such a beautiful drama all my life. And the way they were dancing, and making mistakes but trying to correct it. And beautiful. They suddenly made a mistake because whatever they did was so beautiful. But then you start thinking you're very big. And how can we do it? It would be nice if we do it this way, it will happen. Then there you go. The children, if you take it out, you see, you have seen my grandchildren, how good they are. They are not bothered. Today only they were giving a big lecture there. And I was telling that these people who are not getting any He come on the seat of mother, didn't go my husband on. He said, you have to come on her feet, and it cannot be all right. He said, you come on her feet and I'll stop. So they are like that. And they do not mean any harm, or they do not know how to hurt people. They never hurt people. They never hurt people. But you see, the thing is, they are so simple and so innocent that you can learn lots of things from them very easily the way they live, with their simplicity and innocence. Like the child, he was sitting next to someone who was well. A dead on the roof. So you took him on the hand and said, no, he doesn't eat like a horse. You told me he's like a horse. How good they are. They are not bothered. They were giving a big lecture there. Anand was telling that, come on her feet, it cannot be all right. He said, you come on her feet and I'll stop. So they are like that. And they do not mean any harm, or they do not know how to hurt people. They never hurt people. But you see, the thing is, they are so simple and so innocent that you can learn lots of things from them very easily the way they live, with their simplicity and innocence. Like the child, he was sitting next to someone who was well. A dead on the roof. So you took him on the hand and said, no, he doesn't eat like a horse. You told me he's like a horse. The mother didn't know what to say. Well, she said, no. He said, so the other fellow realized that he must be eating like a horse, and he took the one. He said, that. So that's what they are. They do not mean to hurt people. And this should never hurt. Should not. Because it is a you see, whatever is pleasing can be poisonous, can be very harmful. It may not be pleasing to you because whatever mood you are, it depends. Or say a drunkard, if you have a nice day, it's very. But to a cyber, giving a thing is not right. So if you tell somebody that it's not correct, but you can hurt, you see, so they do not know how to handle me the way they have said it and all this wrong and all that wrong, and why should they post it for me? This is how they try to show that. They try to get in the sometimes you can be very wise, okay? Then, like your mother, you must put it to second step. I give it to them because they have to have this. Like, they have to have a real partnership as well. They have to get rid of it. Because whatever is wrong is wrong. Now, you might say that whole society like that, but the whole society is there. If they are wrong, they are wrong. What to do? They have to be told. And this knowledge also, how to communicate and convey, can come to you if you are like children. Just get it. See, I don't know in this country, but in our countries, about 20 years back or 30 years back, we had our own friends or someone. And now we manage it, you see. Instead of when you come to see me, see how I wish you do, you're very good, this, that. And when you go away, I said, oh, God, is not okay. When you come, oh, you are very good. Right? Instead of that, it's better that I can. But people have to know sometimes because people do not take. Whatever it is, you have to break these things that in such a way that they realize that this was not for them, for their body, or for their mind, or for their but not for them. Because whatever they are spirits. Spirits means something that can turn. That cannot be destroyed. That can be destroyed. But the clouds that are covering the sky are to be removed. For them to see their own beauty. Those who do not do this, maybe appreciate it much more. Now, there are so many people who say, what is with your culture? I mean, imagine, say that this is your culture. So it's a very bad thing. And they say, you go ahead with it. But only thing you give your purse to me, and I will go. Where are they going to look after it? When they will be standing in the deep down pool of some ordinary police place, then you are also, you find you will be at higher design. And what people try to pull you down more. But it is that we have to build up ourselves fully. Absolutely.
Other states in please and things like because I had some funny stories I'm not sure this is right, I don't really right away. I was talking and crowds. Crowds. I don't think they answered me back, and I thought that's why I didn't know what they
The most is happening. What is it? Thousands of times. Human beings are most, you see, things look good. They appear, but they have no awareness. That they cannot receive this awareness of realization. So, why is energy that? I know you can get bored with human. Yeah, it can be. You see, sometimes can be very difficult. Because you can be very hard. Again, but you must know that you have little things as to try. But usually that you is a real joy. Yes, you're feeling. When somebody gets realization and you're feeling the vibrations coming in, I like to see the faces of everyone. Realizing some light has come in. So, and that, the creator, the whole thing is a full thought soul guidance. Oh, now, I think that. You see, after all, it's a garden. Say back you. Or whatever it is, garden will remain a garden. You must have proper guidance. Make it fit into a proper and then and there are thousands and thousands and thousands of and it's every individual knows. So just make a list of the diamonds you want to want. The mind should be, the attention should be more on this. How many human beings we are going to be? Now also self-examination should be there for all those who want to help society. To find out what's lacking in them. Why don't we impress others? Why do the people do not come to us? After all, these gurus haven't got even their Kundalini available. And they are the people who have thousands of disciples. How do they get it? There are so many in this country itself who are really very genuine real people. They are absolutely suited for service. They have read and they have followed and they have gone into it. They have been seeking, no doubt. And they have fallen into wrong paths. But still they are doubting. If you see any one of them, there is a doubt in them. And if you talk with that confidence, no, we have definitely found it. This is the answer. Then you can impress. But if you yourself, you are sort of not sure, you need not be aggressive. Just be firm on your point. They are bound to be. Of course, it is a living force and it could stand. So I would say it's nice to talk to students sometimes. See, I do sometimes. I talk to even some boys. Sometimes I talk to some boys. Huh? I know. I'm going to make this sleep very well. Lullaby.
Yes, you will.
Huh? No. Oh, what was nice? Oh,
Yeah.
Really?